morning and welcome to Friday's edition of TVC Breakfast. My name is Etoma Edu.
Thank God it's Friday. I am Veronica Danny Boy. Thank you for joining us.
Friday is just another day. Before we know it, we're here on a Monday. But we're here happy and ready to give you what you need to know. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Good morning.
Friday is not just another day.
I don't.
It's just another day because there will always be more Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, but you have at least a day or two to relax.
Yeah.
And before returning to work. But gladly we are here this morning to bring you some of the issues we need to look at today, talking about issues around we being rooted regarding our identity and the crisis of identity. And then we're also going to look at some other stories that we have mentioned earlier. Then we'll look at stories on the front pages of the paper as well as stories that are trending now. But let's begin with the story where the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, has distanced himself from scammers who cloned the phone numbers of high-profile individuals to solicit funds from unsuspecting members of the public. The SGF, who warned the public to be wary of such schemes, alerted that the mode of operation of the scammers was to tell victims that they have been penciled down for federal government appointments, while demanding payment of money to facilitate such fake appointments. The warning becomes necessary as the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation has been inundated with inquiries relating to the activities of these fraudulent individuals and groups. According to a statement signed by Mr. Akume's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Yomi Odunuga, the fraudsters also attach bank account details to messages sent to the would-be victims for funds deposits ranging from 5 million naira to 15 million naira, in addition to asking them to send that curriculum vitae to cloned emails. Interesting. How Nigerians can be gullible. You're talking about federal government appointments that you think a lot of persons, with the way they sound, they'll say, no, I'm not interested, but they are willing to pay to get appointments. It's the gullibility for me. How do you think that for you to get a position in the country, be you a minister, if you are not out voting and you think that, okay, you get a portfolio, you have to pay 5 million naira or 10 million naira. It goes to show that there is a huge gap regarding understanding, awareness of how the processes are when we're talking about persons getting appointments or positions in this country.
Yes, the gullibility for me is not that much of a problem. You know why? Because they have the presence of mind to call the office of the SGF to confirm. You know?
After they had paid?
Oh, after they had paid,
of course,
or
that's why they are
before they had
complaining.
paid.
That's why they are complaining. Some have complained about the fact that, oh, these are the issues. They have been asked to pay 5 million naira to 15 million naira. If these people are not thriving, they will not continue this course.
Then the gullibility issue is a big one.
Second to none.
It is a very big one. Why would anybody want to do that? The first thing you want to ask yourself is, how come this thing is coming this way? The federal government is approaching me and asking me to pay some money before this. That doesn't happen. Ordinarily, it doesn't happen. Federal government will reach out to you, in most cases, through a letter telling you that you are being considered for a particular appointment and so on. You know, and that letter will also tell you the next step to take. It comes as hard copy letters. In some cases, it comes as email, and then the hard copy letter comes later. For anybody to believe that the federal government of Nigeria will ask you to pay a certain amount of money because you're being considered is preposterous.
Really, because I'm wondering, with the ways people are based government, it shows that some persons are really interested in getting appointments, and that's why that perhaps is thriving.
No matter how you are based government, my dear, having an appointment,
being called up
being called
to serve
up
your nation
is like God giving you a miracle. He's taking you to the next level, man.
But really, who are these people who decide to just, you know, not thinking, no milk of human kindness flowing through them, just come up with these kinds of crazy ideas to say, you know what, let's use this means of, you know, getting monies from people. 5 million to 15 million naira is what they are demanding as deposit from these persons. And then they went ahead to clone emails as well as phone numbers of prominent persons.
Well, that is why when people know that an average mind, human mind, is ripped with corruption, maybe in this case Nigerians, some who are thinking, yes, I need or I deserve to be given a position in the federal government or at the federal government level, maybe state government level, I have to be, you know, I have to get it. So maybe one way or the other I have to pay. So that begs the question. Those who have gotten appointments, genuine, not genuine, did they pay? Because if it's not happening or if it has not happened back in the day, then some will not be thinking I have to pay some amount of money, maybe to lobby. But if you're called to serve, why should you be paying? If I have the pedigree to serve the people in whatever capacity, why should I pay? So that's the thing, you know, when we know that there is, everyone is, we have the tendency to be corrupt, the corrupt mindset. Like I have to get this, I have to do this, but one way or the other, I can't get because there are too many candidates. And this thing starts from schools. You know, you want a position or you want to graduate with a distinction or maybe pass. Just let my people go. You pay your money. You know, we always buy our ways through, you know, when you go to banking halls you're supposed to queue, or other places where you're supposed to follow the order, you do not follow order. You just want to, you know, jump ship or jump the gun. And that's the problem we have in the country. And we need to ask questions. As you said, who are these people, criminally minded persons, thinking, okay, let's just exploit the personal aggrandizement of people, the covetousness of people, that I want to get this by all means, regardless of whatever means that I'm going to go through it, as long as it falls on my lap, maybe by paying.
I think that when you get such emails from people in terms of the cloned emails, do your research. Something gives them away when you look at those emails critically. I still get emails from persons saying, oh, I have so amount somewhere and I'm looking for a bank to deposit it, someone's account to deposit it. Please help me.
I just block those people
and all of those. I block them,
Yeah.
but some persons fall for these things. Yeah. And so because they do not do due diligence, and sure you look through, you would know if it is real, genuine or not. There's something always.
Some people send you
away.
messages. They'll be like, okay, do you love to stay from work from home, earning like $1,000 per day? Right. And I look at the person's profile, I'll be like, do you even look like somebody who earns $2?
You're hungry and you want to give me $2,000. Feed yourself first.
I block and report.
But I think that people need to do their due diligence, and it's important that the office of the SGF is making this public so that people understand that it is not coming from us. Yeah. So beware. And it's unfortunate. If we can't get these people, I will be glad to see them prosecuted at the end of the day, so that we can stem the tide of these kinds of activities. People have lost huge sums of monies to all kinds of schemes by people in this critical economic situation. I mean, you should have the milk of human kindness flowing through you, but people just shut that out and say, you know what, I want to take advantage of people whichever way I can. It's really sad that we do this to ourselves. Yeah,
you'll find somebody saying if there's no demand, there will be no supply.
That's the thing.
You know, if the market's not there, will not they go there. Those kind of statements, trying to justify something that is so obviously wrong. And like you said earlier on, if you didn't work for the party, if you didn't go out fighting and made yourself prominent, relevant in the party, why would you think that the party would remember you for an appointment, or the government will remember you for an appointment or another? It's just that things are so crazy that we hang on to. We are like, most Nigerians are like somebody drowning where you see a leaf floating, you want to hold on to it for dear life. We are put ourselves in a position where we're desperate. So things like this work for the scammers. I guess it happens. Maybe one way. We may not just know. It's possible that it happens that people will get appointments. Maybe they lobby. So lobby whoever will now, you know, put the stamp there, because of course the president doesn't know everybody. Most of the number one of any country, they only work with
the pedigree, the curriculum vitae of any of the candidates, and then they look through it, they'll be like, okay, this person can do the job. They don't necessarily have to know these people. So some will just walk up to them like, I can lobby your way, I can lobby, you know, your way through this position, to this position rather, and then we'll just pay me some amount of money. I have the link, I have the connection, so just pay me this amount of money, and then you see people falling for it. It has always happened, and that's the problem. So we need to do our due diligence. The one who is seeking appointments and the one that will be doing the final you know, stamping to whoever is being appointed.
Well, it's still at the level of allegation. We do not know what the processes are, so we cannot necessarily conclude as to how these matters are done and how recommendations are made. But if we can get to the root of this matter, to arresting these persons, it will be good for our image as a country.